Hi everybody! Getting started a little bit late today, apologies for that. Yeah, this will be Alpha 18 Bugfixing. So if anybody has some outstanding bugs they would like me to take a look at, I would be happy to do that. Hi everybody, hi Joe Maxro, hi Jester, hi 8-Bit Crab, hi Turtle Squish, hi Weiss, hi ZXCVBN51. I remember you, I just have no good way of referencing you quickly. Hi Tamor, hi Lithak, hi Geocorp Scraper, hi Dragomiras. I can make it up by going extra long. That usually happens anyway, so we'll see if it's just something that naturally happens. I do have Patches here, so he can help me answer questions. Jester says, where's Halo Kills? Halo Kills was here on Wednesday morning stream. ZX. ZX is a good name. I shall do that. For those of you who would like a preview of the mod changes that are happening, mod changes are coming. As some of you might have seen from the Desktop Tuesday, we are gonna move to a system of more entity data and less components for things that are the same for every object. So example, if you have an oak log, so now the display name and the description of the oak log is under entity data, because an oak log's display name and description should never change. So that is part of it. The other part is like, you know, category is now here under resources. If you want something that stacks, you now use the Stoneheart stacks component instead of using the old item component. And that's because the old item component was doing multiple things. Like you could have an item component, you had to have an item component on everything that you could pick up, but you didn't necessarily need it. It was more like a flag on everything. So I moved the flag over to entity data instead. Jester says, did you fix everything Allie broke on Wednesday? Allie fixed it herself. I think it should be fine. We can look at the Poyo weather vane. Weather vane, here it is. So I don't know if she changed the region collision shape or not. We can do that today. It is a craft. Is it a crafted sign? It's a crafted weather vane. Let me just make it a decoration for now. It looks very cute. Buyable, false, sellable. Yeah, she made it not buyable or sellable because we were afraid that if we had to send this out to everybody that you would get a broken weather vane and that would suck. But yeah, let's see if we can fix up the weather vane real quick. And this might actually end up being terrible because I don't know if all of our tools have been updated. So we have a weather vane. Weather vane! Hi. You're an iconic. There you go. Oh! That's actually fairly cute. I think it's working. It's not floating anymore. Yeah, so I guess Linda must have helped her fix it. Let's make sure the regions look correct on it. There we go. What's the regions look like? The regions could be a little bit further up because it should collide with things. That's a weird height, but I suppose that is okay. Alright, show JSON, copy that collision shape, Move it over here. There we go. And then if we save, new save, load game. I am patching bugs. Geoscoper says, so there are some changes for us translators. So the translation text is still the same, so en.json actually hasn't changed all that much. It's just that if you are a modder and you used to have a file where like the display name and description were under unit info, they're now moved to Stonehearth catalog under entity data instead. So translation wise, it should still be the same. Like if you compare en.json from alpha 18 to, or alpha 17 to alpha 18, it really shouldn't have changed much at all. Because the path, this particular path is still the same. Polio, weather vane. Alright, what do you look like? Yay, you look correct. Alright, cool. Polio weather vane is the correct collision shape now, theoretically. Jester says, any bugs you want to report a variant. Oh, let's see. What else? Stephanie was looking at a bug with putting down a carpenter's house, and then the items within that house rotating weird. So if we do this, we do that, and we put them down, they move forward one. Why did they move forward one? I don't know. There. That one moved back. So if we save this as carpenter house again, right? And then we go to here, custom carpenter house again, build, rotate. Okay, so that one looks better. Build, rotate this way. Ooh, it moved one over. That's not good. You see that? This one is like right here, and this one is right here. Why is it doing that? Because it's really not something. I thought we fixed this. Like, I could have sworn. Unless the ghosts do not have the correct regions? This is gonna be a weird. So the way we do this is we go to decorations. No, not decorations, furniture. Here's workshops. Put this one here. Put this one here. Alright. What does this one's regions look like? Ah! Your destination. No, that looks correct actually. Your destination. Yours. You look okay. You also look okay. Actually, I don't understand why your region would be that high. Because then you can craft from up there, and that's weird. So copy this. What was that? Workbench. Tool bench. Tool bench. Ghost. Model. Is that the correct model origin? Ah. So this one should be put into the root entity one, which is here. Destination and region collision shape. Variant says, did the bug ever get fixed that changing who is in what party messes up the guard banners? Turtle Squish says, I recall a bug where all the lanterns and banners fall. Yeah, that will happen once on load. Once your game gets converted into the new format. And it is unfortunate, but I have decided to not fix that. Why did you move? What's wrong with you? Carpenter House 3. Why are you moving? Come on. No, it moves to the back. Okay. Alright. This is definitely a case of badness. So why does this happen for all? Next thing I want to know is whether this happens for all items parented to things. So we have this guy. Move this one here. Yeah, okay, there you go. Then you go over here. Yeah, and then we save this as floor things. And then we can check to see if floor things is also terrible at rotating. Yes, yes it is. Okay. So that's bad. We used to have this bug before. Did it come back? So we used to have this bug with the dining tables in here. So no, it is not a problem with the dining tables. Drum Original says, I like how you whisper to the computer. It's a fresh change from people yelling. You know, sometimes whispering angrily expresses your anger more. Oh, yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so we have confirmed that this is a problem. Because that's obviously wrong. So now the question is, was this always a problem? Does anybody have Alpha 17? So yeah. That's not a good way to do it. Come on, Yang. Think. Where do we keep our old builds? We keep our old builds on bamboo. That's right. .corp.array. So we have a build system, and it is all how we create the version of the game that we upload to Steam. So most games have a build system, and the build system is like a separate computer from all of our development builds, because you want to make sure that if someone were to sync everything from your GitHub repository fresh and then run build on it, it will work. That people aren't like using some kind of reliance on local work, and that the game from a fresh start will be able to actually build successfully. So let's look in here. We have releases. One of the releases will be Alpha 17. Which one was Alpha 17? Does anybody know Alpha 17's build number? Well, anyway, release should be fine because nothing has changed in it. And I will download the game package. So now I am just trying Stonehearth game, there it is, and then I extract this and it'll be huge. Steve Marley says, is region origin not on a corner in the world grid? I've seen that cause some problem with modding. So region origin is strange. And I say that because there were some decisions we made to make region origins more performant. And that decision makes it so it's super hard to understand. Which is why I made debug tools. And why I made this purple guy. Because I have a really hard time thinking about it. Albert can actually reason it out in his head. But I cannot. So, region origin is usually like here at 0. So if your object, so this object with the blue, green, and red indicator for the axes is technically on this block. Like this is the block that determines the location of the object. So the object, if you look at the mob component, it says that its position is 12, 10, 12. And if we like look at this block right here, this block is 12, 10, 12, right? So like, so the object has a point in the world that represents which grid tile it's on, and then a size. And the model origin by default is 0.5, 0.5. And that is because if you have a single object like this guy here or this guy here, and you look at the, oh come on, I'm teleporting you right there, and you look at the grid, right, for a single one block object like this, if you center the object in your cubicle file, it should be centered on this grid. And what that means is that the center of this object, here, I'll show you, model origins, really? Okay, so the model origin is here, but this is the offset from the actual model origin. So by default, the model origin is 0.5, 0.5 offset from this corner, but it's 0, 0, because we consider this to be the default, and then if you want to shift it off of that, then you have to modify this and it's a shift. So this is why like I use this thing, because I don't even want to think about reason out the numbers. I just want to change them and see what happens. Alright, what else was I doing? Existing game of Stonehearth. I'll run it. Oh man, that is super loud. Okay. User settings time. Where is the sound in this thing? Oh, Jester's talking about the animals wandering. Because, yeah, they don't have a Y component. That is very true. I was just talking to Brad about this today. Excuse me. I think in general, the fact that they run around in circles on the same plane is fine. I think they just need more stuff to do. Like, there's the pet orchestrator, which is actually not something that you want here. Pet. Where's the pet actions? Get friends nearby. Who uses this? Get friends nearby, check out random friend action. Does anybody use the check out random friend action? Check out random friend is referenced by pet caller, so they can check out a random friend. And terrain, get sight radius. Get sight radius. Get sight radius. What is a sight radius? 64. So if there's a person 64 blocks away, then they will see them. Alright, now I'm gonna save this game. And I'm gonna try to rotate some buildings. Floor things. Nope! Okay, so this has just been a bug that's existed since forever. Great. How do I want to fix this? I don't know. Oh, did we decide to push the update? I think we were on the fence as to whether the update should be pushed. Let me read the comments real quick. Josser says, or Z, don't know what your access is called. Right, so we talked about that one. We should address that one. See you later, 8-Bit Crab. Wise says in my German translation they have a nope button. There is info I don't like you, so they will click yes. I love how it takes 30 minutes for the email to show up. Oh, for saying that I've started streaming. Mine312 says, I want Alpha 18 so I can play tomorrow and test. Well, Alpha 18 is on Steam Unstable if you are interested in all of its buggy glory. There's instructions on the discourse for how to update your stream, or how to update your Steam to switch to the latest branch of Stonehearth. What was I doing? Okay, so we confirmed that this is a bug that has always been around. Which means whether we decide to address it is probably going to be a big challenge. Because it hasn't been introduced. It was introduced this alpha. Or it was not introduced this alpha, sorry. It's a legacy issue. Oh man, everybody here is a pet. So my question is, how does the pet get on the crate? And then they can't back down. Let me do farm test. Because farming test... Yeah, let's do farming test. Because farming test has a farm. We'll make the farm and then we'll add a pet to it. Let's pet it. Let's pet test. There we go. We'll get a squirrel. Yeah. So here, we'll make a squirrel. And then squirrel, convert to pet of the farmer. Alright. Gonna get us a squirrel. Cool, so there's the squirrel. Oh, oops. Town items full. I was testing something in this previously. Hunterwork TV says, I love this game. Imagine when multiplayer arrives. I'm French. Hype for the future. Thank you. I hope multiplayer arrives soon too. Oh look! He's able to like go up and down one. So why can't you go up and down two? So if I put you on a crate, I mean, I guess the question is, how did you get up there? And you stop doing your job. Wait, no, that prevents you from. Oh, fine. You're a worker. Okay. So now the question is, why can't she not chase a friend? And so she's running, idle breathe. Wander when bored, run in circles. Idle bored. Check out random friend. Okay, so here we will save our load game. New save. Flower. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna launch this thing in Dakota and then hopefully not be very sad that Dakota is not working. Hopefully it will work. What's the screenshot like? We should actually be able to view a details pane. There it is. Okay. So this is squirrel. Alright, and now instead of having the main mod be tests, we want to load a game. And the load game is squirrel. And then where's Dakota? It will be under documents, Dakota. Alright, what are people saying? Acheline says, notice a new update for Stonehearth. Yay! So we did push a new update out for all the modders. Please be aware we changed quite a few things. One of them is that all mods are now version 3. Yeah, so mods that are version less than 3 will not load. We did this because some of my performance changes modified mods so heavily that it was safer to just go everybody check to make sure your mod is still working. Jester says their wander code doesn't path downwards, but it does path upwards. Oh, interesting. I can see that happening. So my question is, why do they not choose to hang out with a friend? Because Population, get friendly populations, player ID for pop in pairs, friend pops, citizen, citizen each, citizen valid, citizen location, pet location, length squared, distance squared, less than, table, insert friends. Okay, so we wait for Dakota to stop hanging, and then we will check it out in the debugger. Turtle Squish says, Stonehearth just had a brainwave. You should make a Patches pet Easter egg. I would like to. I need art support though. But Allie likes Patches a lot, so there's a high probability I could convince her. Hi, Radiant Allie. Putty Tat says, I love Stonehearth. Yay! Putty Tat says, they need a Stonehearth Con event. Well, we are going to PAX at some point in like a week. So we are going to PAX next week. That's almost like a Stonehearth Con. Check out random friend. Alright, start thinking. Set think output. Run. Roll. Find placement point target location 1 4 go towards location. Okay. Let's F5 to run the game. And then we'll load and we'll see if our squirrel buddy is gonna try to check out our Hearthling. Mally says we'll have to do all of our pets in special ways at some point. I'm not sure what you mean. Alright. This is a squirrel. This squirrel wants to get friends. Friends? No, friends! This is a tragedy. Alright, we're gonna step into this. Hang on. F11. Alright. No friends. Friendly population. This is player ID. Animals. Okay, so why is this player ID still animals? It's probably because when we said convert to pet on the town, pet component, convert to pet, we set the player ID of our pet to be town player ID. Why did that not work? Why did that not work? Okay, so the player ID is wrong. So let's see why the player ID is wrong. We will go to pet component, convert to pet. Drago Mirror says, can you try to build something near the water? It's truly a pain. The buildings, complicated ones, are left in half. I'd believe that. Unfortunately, I'm not a building expert. That is Chris. And so the most I would be able to do is flail about. The last time I made a building change, Chris was like, you broke everything. And I was like, oh. Oops. So, what's the town? Town. What's the town's player ID? Get player ID. F11. Player 1, okay. Set player ID. Entity, set player ID. Squirrel. Okay, squirrel. Squirrel, your player ID should be player 1. Yes, okay, so you have player ID. Okay, so this squirrel has the correct player ID. So there's a chance that I messed something up in the new code that causes our squirrel's player ID to get reset. Mally says Patches is crying. Oh, great. What's he doing? He's just lying down though. Well, I guess he sees me through the window. Yeah, it is, Patches is a needy dog. He cries a lot when I step away for too long. It is his biggest con, I would say. But it's kind of cute. Sure, you can bring him in, Mally, if you would like. What was I doing? Stoneheart.cpp? It's probably doing Stoneheart.cpp. Alright. So in add missing components, yeah, so this is called init entity, add missing components. Right, because this is called onload. So this is bad because we want to add missing components for from load. So from load plus.
Hello.
Hi.
Patches.
Bye. That might be the problem, is that he knows where I am.
He knew exactly where you were.
Hi.
Do you want me to leave him in here?
Sure, you can leave him in here.
Okay.
You gonna be okay, buddy? Are you gonna bother me?
Hey, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Alright, so add missing components. So this is C++. When we create an entity, we then have to like do a bunch of stuff to make sure that entity is set up correctly. And you can think of it as like a really complicated constructor. So this is from load true. So if it's not from load, then we want to set the player ID. And then if from load, then we want to do restore. Okay. And now we need to compile. Please don't take up all of the RAMs. Sunhurst says, can you make a white cat? I love the white ones. We may be able to offer... So we do have a kitty. Up the stream.